Well, the nature of war is enduring. It's violent, it's political. It's essentially a human endeavour, where fear, friction, uncertainty all play their part. It takes note of new technologies and tactics, often below the threshold of conventional warfare. Connectivity and digitalisation has brought huge opportunity, but also significant vulnerability. Connections between operational technology and information technology enabled the rapid adoption of new tools within deployed systems. States need to counter both physical and virtual threats in an era where the disruption of their national grid or a country's water supply can have far-reaching and enduring impact. So in essence, the why of war stays the same. The how changes. Since Roke's formation 69 years ago, we've been at the forefront of innovation and invention. Roke led the definition of the GSM standards and made the first 3G live voice call and file transfer in the world. Roke's miniature radar altimeter helped Beagle 2 successfully land on Mars in 2003. Well, the character of war is tracking changes in our day-to-day lives. We're more reliant on data. We're better able to make decisions more quickly in everything that we do. But it's not just having these things available. What is key is the rate of adoption. Combining new and novel technology with the will and skill to adapt accelerates the change.
So understanding cyber resilience and how it affects your business, your partnerships, and the desired outcomes is fundamental to ensuring mission success. You really need to understand the intent of those that operate irresponsibly in the cyber domain and how you go about countering them. So as a critical mission partner to the UK government, we ensure that they have the right capabilities at the right time so they can ensure safety. Everything we do has an effect on the real world. It's tangible, you can feel it, you can see it. And that's the one thing that people love to understand. So what contribution are they making to the safety of the UK and its allies? Standing still isn't an option for us or our customers. So we really need to draw down on our partnerships, academia, and the rest of our ecosystems to really drive the effect that we need.
So defence spending is an investment in national resilience and strategic influence. The UK needs to invest in technologies which will harness artificial intelligence and software. Critically, it needs to improve the integration of these capabilities across all domains: land, sea, air, cyber, and space. So Project Storm is a research framework, and it's focused on developing the UK's integrated air and missile defence capability and capacity. And it's not just for today's threats, but to stay ahead of what's coming next. It's not just about equipment or technology, but also about growing the UK's engineering and research base. Work is collaborative, including with international partners, and exercises like NATO's Formidable Shield ensure the UK remains interoperable and credible on the global stage. Well, Project Zodiac is the British Army's flagship programme to integrate and digitalise its intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition and reconnaissance capabilities. By fusing data from diverse sources and automating intelligence processes, the Zodiac enhances the Army's ability to understand, decide and act swiftly. Our force protection electronic countermeasure systems are in service with numerous militaries and protect both personnel and equipment from all forms of improvised electronic devices. So WarDev will be central to closing the gap between emerging threats and the capabilities our forces need. It accelerates prototyping and realistic trials, ensuring new concepts are tested and proven before wider rollout. Readiness is underpinned by a strong and resilient defence industrial base. It ensures the UK can respond quickly, at scale and with credibility.
So Roke has a huge historical pedigree in multi-industry innovation, which it continues to support today. We have a constant reinvestment in technology literacy, which means that we generate wide-ranging knowledge and know-how of how to employ that technology for defense, security, and wider industry. So what most people don't realize is that the pace of change of technology or innovation is now almost exponential. With the advent of AI and the recent advances in AI reasoning, the world has essentially automated the ability to innovate. If the pace of change of technology is too fast for us to really comprehend, what happens if an adversary can understand it before we can? A solution is to generate the ability to rapidly adapt to changing threats. One of the ways to do that is to deploy AI to react to the unplanned. The key question is how Western forces will re-roll to use this capability. It's likely that the answer is that they will drive a significant investment into a hybrid model. And this is where conventional assets work in conjunction with robotics and AI to allow the headache of overwhelming an adversary of mass, but at the same time retaining the capability to go head-to-head with peer equipment. One of the biggest challenges for Economy 4.0 is how businesses can survive when quantum technology matures. If you are keeping data for 10 years that might still be sensitive in 10 years' time, all I have to do now is intercept it today, store it, so that I can forcibly decrypt it with my future quantum computer. Hand in hand with our ethos of constant innovation is a drive to constantly worry about the future and what innovation is needed to be developed to take away those worries.
For me, the one thing that ties the business and all of its people together is mission focus. It's the effect we have on the real world in the contribution we make through the work we do every day for our customers towards the UK, its safety and prosperity.
Well, service leavers bring practical experience, a strong sense of purpose, and a deep understanding of defence and national security. And Roke's veterans, engineers, scientists, and business specialists will continue operating wherever there is conflict, working with cutting-edge technology at the speed of threats in cyberspace, land, sea, air, and space to keep changing the world.